Hello students, welcome to YouTube channel Manyata the Explorer. I am your lecturer VP sir. In the previous session we discussed about frictions and also for introduction also. Now we will discuss about static friction here. Let us consider a table here or surface. Okay. There is a book or block which is resting on the table or surface. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. The book or block, whatever it is, it has some weight which is acting vertically downward. In the sense what? W equals to mg here. Similarly, this block and surfaces are in a contact. That is why the surface also provide forces on a block here. That is nothing but a normal reaction anta karitini nanu idakke. Normal reaction anta karitini. We know very well about friction. When the two surfaces or when the two bodies are in contact, frictions comes into play. Friction barutte anta namagu gottaytu. So therefore, idu artha ಏನು, when the two bodies are in a motion or in a contact, frictions comes into play. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ friction ಬರುತ್ತೆ. That is represented by small f here. If you apply small force or a external force here, ಇಲ್ಲಿ force apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Even though providing external forces, this body do not accelerate, do not in the motion or do not change the position ಆಗೋಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ? In the sense what? The static friction is a force of friction. Force of friction which is exactly counterbalances the applied forces. ಏನು ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ, therefore even though providing a forces, the body do not displaces. In the sense what? Because of friction, even though providing forces, the body do not change the position ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. In the sense what? The weight of the body and a normal reaction which are equal in magnitude, but they are opposite direction. So therefore W minus R equal to 0. Therefore W equals to R here. With the help of this equation, ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, the weight of the body which is acting vertically downward, the same sense the normal reaction, the force provided by the surface to that block which is acting vertically upward ಇದೆ. Therefore weight of the block which is numerically equal to normal reaction here. But here when applied forces, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು ಎಫ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. even though providing external forces, body do not change the position ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. In the sense what? The frictions comes into play. That frictions which is exactly balances the applied force ಇದೆ. That is nothing but F minus F equal to 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. Therefore capital F meant for applied forces, small f is called frictional forces. So therefore F equal to F. So therefore with the help of this equation ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, static friction is a friction or force of friction which is exactly balances. ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಕೂಡ the body motion ಆಗಲಾರ್ದಂಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. Such kind of friction is nothing but a static friction ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿಬೋದು. Okay. After completion of static frictions, ನಾವೇನು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ, we move on limiting friction here. It is simply called limiting force of friction also. Here we are doing some experiment here. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು ಅಂದರೆ, consider a block which is resting on the surface. Rest ಒಳಗದ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ block has some weight which is acting vertically downward and the surface also providing force which is acting vertically upward ಇದೆ. So, say friction comes into play, it is called small f. If you apply capital F equals to 1 Newton force. 1 Newton force ಕೊಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. Even though providing 1 Newton forces, this block is not in a motion. Motion ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ? ಐ ಆಮ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ. ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ? 2 Newton ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Even though providing 2 Newton, again body do not change the position. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. Then I am doing with F equals to 3 Newton apply ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Now the body just to start, begin with the change in the position ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಇನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. We come to know that it is nothing but a limiting force of friction. It is nothing but the maximum ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? This force of frictions comes into play by providing 1 Newton, 2 Newton. There also body do not change the position. Even 1 Newton ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ 2 Newton ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಯಾವುದು ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೋ. ದಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ಆ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ? ಬೈ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ 3 Newton ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ದೆನ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಲೈಡ್, ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. We come to know that the maximum value of a static friction comes into play when body slides surfaces in a contact. Say it is called as limiting friction. It is also called a limiting value of friction. With the help of this definition, we can write laws here. The first law is, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, here direction of the force of limiting frictions, direction of, it is called laws of limiting friction here. Direction of force of friction which is always opposite to the direction in which motion takes place. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇ ಆದರೆ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವೆಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಮೋಷನ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ when limiting frictions act ಆಗಬೇಕು, or we have to apply the maximum value of static frictions ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. The next one is, number 2 is which acts tangentially. ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ? force of friction or limiting friction acts tangentially along the surface in contact. In the sense what we know very well in the beginning, if you want to understand friction, the two bodies should be in contact. Friction ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎರಡು ಬಾಡಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಮೋಷನ್ when the two bodies in a contact ಆಗಬೇಕು, ರಬ್ಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ this will indicates what? When the force comes into play, the body begins to move ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then the same sense frictions ಕೂಡ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That friction is what? tangentially act ಆಗುತ್ತೆ when the surface is in what? contact ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. So therefore, and the third law is the magnitude of limiting friction F, the magnitude of limiting friction, say it is called capital F here, is directly proportional to normal reaction. In the sense what? ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಫ್ ಈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಏರಿಯಾ of a surface in contact of two bodies. So it do not depends on the area. When the two bodies or two surfaces in a contact, the frictions comes into play ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So these are the laws, or say it is also called as rules here. After completion of limiting frictions, we move on. Third one is called as what? A dynamic. It's simply called as kinetic friction. ಏನು ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ we know very well about kinetic. It's a property by virtue change of the position, nothing but a motion ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. When two bodies in a contact, frictions ಬರುತ್ತೆ. When the two bodies are in a contact, moves ಆದ ಕೂಡ friction ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. So therefore dynamics ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. It is a branch of mechanics which deals about a motion of an object by knowing the reason ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. So therefore the kinetic frictions is defined as the force, it is also friction, the frictional force, friction of a force provides when one body moves over on another body, or you can say as surface also. So therefore with the help of motion of one body over on another body adaga, we classified the dynamic friction into two types. One is called here rolling friction. Next one is sliding friction here. It is very easy to define here. The rolling friction is nothing but we know very well, when the two bodies are in a contact, frictions comes into play ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ವೆನ್ ಒನ್ ಬಾಡಿ ರೋಲ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಅನ್ ಅನದರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಇಫ್ ಐ ರೋಲ್ ನಾವು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ ದ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ. ಈ ಥರ ರೋಲ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ರೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್. When one body rolls over on another body, that is called as rolling friction. Then for sliding friction is, the best example is moonwalk. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಮೈಕಲ್ ಜಾಕ್ಸನ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು. That is the best example about sliding friction. In the sense what? When one body slides over on another body, when one body slides on a surface of another body ಆದಾಗ, that is called as what? A sliding friction ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So these are the types of frictions and their definition and explanation. After completion of kinetic frictions, we move on coefficient of kinetic as well as static frictional forces. ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? The coefficient of static friction is coefficient of static friction. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ? It's very easy, simple here. Consider a surface, a block is resting on that surface. We know very well about static friction. The frictional force which is exactly balances the applied forces, it is called weight of the body, W equal to mg here. It is called as what? Normal reaction R here. Then it is called applied force here. We know from the rules of limiting frictions, the main gotu, the limiting friction of a body when in contact with the surfaces directly proportional to its normal reaction. So therefore, F is nothing but a limiting friction proportional to what here? Normal reaction. In the sense what? Limiting friction proportional to normal reaction here. Here it is what? Proportionality constant. In the sense what? Proportionally there. To make a balance, I am using proportionality constant F equal to R here. Here I am writing with mu S here. The word mu S meant for constant of proportionality. Yenappa higandre constant of proportionality. Yenappa? It is simply called as coefficient of static friction. Coefficient of static friction. With the help of this equation, we rewritten as mu S equals to F by R here. So in the sense what? It is the ratio when a force comes into play, limiting friction by normal reaction. Limiting friction is also force, normal reaction is also force. Both are measured in terms of Newton only. In the sense, Newton upon Newton get cancelled. It is a dimensionless. It has no SI in it. It is a pure number. So therefore, this is about a coefficient of a static friction. Then after completion of a coefficient of a static friction, we move on a coefficient of a kinetic friction. Here also it is called coefficient of a kinetic friction. We know very well from the rules of limiting frictions when the two bodies in a contact, the limiting friction which is directly proportional to what? Normal reaction. If we apply force when the body moves, agatte anta. So therefore, F is proportional to what here? R. In the sense what? Limiting friction proportional to normal reaction agide, proportional agide anta artha aitu. So F equal to mu k into R. In the sense what? The word mu k is called as a constant of proportionality, called as coefficient of a kinetic. In the previous cases, even though providing forces, body movement agirlilla. By providing forces, body moving, the change the position also. Artha eno? Therefore, mu k equals to F by R. So it is the ratio of what? Limiting friction by normal reaction. Again, it has no unit. It has no unit and no dimensional formula also. So the question comes out, which one is more important among rolling friction as well as sliding friction? See here, consider a surface here. Here is a wheel here. The smallest portion of a wheel is contact with the surface. Then friction comes into play. If friction act agatte, then body is in a motion agatte. The same surface, the block is there, then for maximum friction is going to take place in this case. With the help of these two examples, we come to know that rolling friction is very important than sliding friction. That is what? Because of this friction, we have an idea, we invented bicycles or vehicles also. So this is about coefficients of kinetic frictions and as well as a sliding friction also. After completion of this one, we move on angle of friction here. What is meant by angle of friction? So therefore, consider a surface. There is a block, okay, then this is called as what? Applied force F, then this is weight of the body W equal to mg, then normal reaction provided by the surface here, this is called R. Here normal reaction and applied forces are perpendicular to each other. So therefore then this will be called as what? A resultant. This is called as what? A resultant. By making an angle theta, this is called as what? A R dash. With the help of this diagram, we come to know that ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the angle between normal reaction and applied forces. The angle between normal reaction, applied forces, and also resultant of what? This normal reaction. So therefore ಏನು ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ angle between normal reaction and resultant of a limiting force of a friction. Okay. So therefore, we know very well when a force acting on a body or this block, this do not change the position. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ frictions comes into play ಆಗಿದೆ. That friction is called as what here? Static friction ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? That friction which is exactly balances the applied forces. So we know very well with the help of this triangle ಏನು ಬರಿಬಹುದು ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so therefore this is what A ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ B ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. So therefore by triangle, or you can say that OA ಇದಕ್ಕೆ C ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, OAC, triangle OAC, tan theta in the sense what? So opposite by adjacent, it is nothing but F by R here. So we know very well the ratio of what? F by R, which is numerical, where mu s is equal to F by R. This indicates what? Coefficient of what? Static friction ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ wherever tan theta is there, replaced by mu s is equals to what? F by R ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So in the sense what? Mu s equals to F by R. In the sense what? Coefficient of a static friction is numerically equal to tangent of angle of friction, where coefficient of static friction is numerically equal to tangent of angle of friction. ಏನು ಹಿಂಗಂದ್ರೆ, consider a block which is resting. By providing force also, the block do not change the position, because the friction which is balances the applied forces, that friction is called as what here? Static friction ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. So therefore normal reaction and forces are what? Perpendicular ಇದಾವೆ. Then this will be called as what? Resultant of a normal reaction ಆಗಿದೆ by making an angle theta. So therefore triangle use ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ tan theta equals to what here? F by R ತಗೋತೀವಿ. So we know very well the ratio of what? F by R simply called as coefficient of what? Static friction ಆಗಿದೆ. So therefore mu s equals to what? F by R. So therefore we come to know that the coefficient of static friction, which is numerically equal to the angle of friction. After completion of this angle of friction, we move on a very important one, that is called angle of repose. Angle of repose here. Angle of repose. ಏನು ಹಂಗಂದ್ರೆ, consider an inclined plane here or surface here, a block which is resting. It has some weight, that is what W equal to mg anta gotini. It makes an angle theta, very small angle here. Then this is called as what here? Normal reaction R. Then there is a small angle here, that is called as what? Alpha. This is called as what? Mg cos alpha. Mg cos alpha. Then this is called Mg sin alpha. Then this is called as a F here. In the sense what? The minimum angle made by the inclined plane with horizontal surfaces, such that the body lying on the inclined plane is just at the verge sliding down along the inclined plane, here. In the sense what? This is called as what? Inclined surface. Okay? Idhar jartara ide. When a block is placed here, ee block movement agutte. But this block also having what? Some weight which is acting what? Vertical downward, and the block is on the inclined surface providing forces, that is called normal reaction ide. This normal reaction or forces classified into two components. One is called it makes an angle, that is called alpha here, which is small angle when the body is going to slides down along what? Inclined plane ide. So therefore F equals to mg sin alpha and R equal to mg cos alpha. We know very well, when a body is in a motion, F and R, the maximum unity friction and normal reactions are numerical equal agide. So therefore F and R nothing but a mg sin alpha, mg by cos alpha. So therefore equation number 1, this is called equation number 2 here, dividing equation 1 by 2. So F by R here, so mg sin alpha divided by mg cos alpha here. So mg get cancelled here. So F by R we know very well. F by R is nothing but the ratio of what? Limiting friction as well as a normal reaction agide. So therefore wherever F by R is there, which is equal to what? Mu s, it is nothing but a coefficient of static friction. So therefore mu s equals to tan alpha. So therefore we come to know that the coefficient of static friction, which is numerically equal to tangent of angle of repose. So this is about angle of repose. So after completion of friction, and their types and angle of friction and angle of repose, we come to know that. Does friction is applicable, important, having advantages or not? Disadvantages are there or not? So for that reason, we'll continue in the next classes. Thank you.